the more we drove into it, the more we almost died. Cause it gets cold up there in Crookston. Well, they only got 2 seasons, let me tell you about it, brother. One of them's called winter, so is the other. It gets about as cold, you know, as it could ever get. And it gets a little colder and a little colder yet. Well, we just kept on driving, kept on pushing through. 30 miles an hour was all that we could do. The engine covered up with ice, the gas was frozen too. I grabbed my baby by the hand and whispered, I love you. Cause it gets cold up there in Crookston. Well, we finally made it into town, that's when the car got stuck. Been driving since the day before and finally ran out of luck. We found some drunken Mexicans in a great big pickup truck. They said they'd push us out for free, but we gave them 20 bucks. Cause it gets cold up there in Crookston. Well, I know you heard just what I said, and I know just what you thought. But don't you get the story wrong, they really were quite drunk. But you could search from here to there, never find a better man than the one that you would find in a Minnesota Mexican. Now if you go to Crookston, tell them that I say hello. Ask them why it never gets to more than 10 below. If they ever get some sunshine, I suppose I'll have to go. Until then I'll stay here, sweet home New Mexico. Cause it gets cold